Hey guys, Danny here. Today I just wanted to share a little microphone test I was doing because as a YouTuber, I like to talk a lot to the camera. But I usually use a lav mic, which I actually have on right now, but it doesn't sound that good most of the time. I mean, it sounds okay. It sounds adequate. However, I was trying to look into getting a pencil condenser microphone just so I could have it off camera, not have to worry about a lav, better sound. Just overall a little bit smoother for talking to the camera and sounds a little bit better, a little more flexible in post so I can just up my quality just because I want to. So one of the microphones I have the industry standard Schoeps MK41 hypercardioid mic. I used to use that one professionally, more on that in a bit. I also have the Rode NT5. I have the Audix SCX1, and then I have the cheapo Samson CO2, which only cost $74 for two of them. Super cheap, super good deal. Figured we'd test it out on here. I'm testing it all on a Zoom F8, which has pretty decent preamps from what I've been able to tell, compared to my Zoom H6, which is slightly noisier, but that's not that important. Everything I'm going to be uploading to YouTube, it's going to probably compress most of the noise so that you can't even tell anymore. I try to position all the microphones so they are in about the same spot. Even right now, as I'm talking into them, that would be like the best quality sound, if not maybe a little overpowering. So right now you can hear the different microphones and see which one you like more. I think for the most part, these should all sound pretty badass right now. Pretty amazing. I used to work on set for about a year and a half doing different kind of sound jobs. Industry standard was the Schoeps for interior dialogue. Specifically, a lot of the stuff I worked on was a courtroom scene. It was a great mic for that. It sounded really awesome. So I do have experience using it, and that is the microphone I see a lot of people use. So I wanted to see whether it was worth it or not. You know, it's just like getting that super nice camera lens. Is it really going to make a difference? I don't know. Especially for YouTube, maybe not. Though it is a beautiful piece of kit. It comes in a really nice, beautiful wooden box, which you'll never use again because it should be hanging out on your boom pole most of the time. Pretty standard. The Audix, I've heard, is like the poor man's Schoeps. It also comes in a wooden box, but it's kind of chintzy compared to the other one. Specifically in the foam mold, you can see there's still room for the other microphone if you buy two of them together for like music. So you can just see the outline, kind of cheap. The wooden box feels kind of cheap, like, I don't know, you can just tell when you buy it. Versus the Schoeps is higher quality, all wooden case. Even though it doesn't matter for your sound, it does speak towards the different approaches the companies have. The Rode NT5 just comes in a really chintzy leatherette case. Sort of like, here you go, you only spent $200. But from what I'm hearing, it sounds pretty good. And then the Samson CO2 comes in probably the second most impressive case for $74 for two of them. Full like hard plastic case with shaped foam and everything you need, including the microphone stands and a pop filter. It's a pretty good deal. I don't think the microphone's going to sound that great, but it's probably on par with the lav, to be quite honest. A lot of people talk about the off-axis rejection of the microphones being a good selling point, like how much distortion and noise are you going to get. So I'm going to turn my head over and you can kind of compare the off-axis noise. So if I was a boom operator right now, I'd be like, oh crap, I'm losing the actor's head. I want to push the microphone forward, but I can't. So how's my sound right now? So yeah, I've got my head pushed forward. So I just want you to hear the different kinds of mic noises that they have for this. It's not going to be ideal, but that's one of the selling point I've heard from like a forum on JSW Sound where they're like, oh, but the Schoeps has the best off-axis rejection and it's good for handling around while moving around lights and stuff like that. It's got good handling noise. So that may be true, and I'm going to do a test on that in a bit. So now for the big reveal, now that you've listened to all the microphones. Microphone number 1 was the Rode NT5. Microphone number 2 was the Samson CO2. Microphone number 3 was the Audix SCX1, whatever. It's the Audix. And the 4th microphone is the Schoeps. So now you know, you tell me what you think is better in the comments. Again, these are going to a Zoom F8. They sound pretty similar going into like a Zoom H6. The Samson on the Zoom H6 is a little noisier. I might do a comparison of that to show you. But anyways, I hope you like this video. Hope you leads you to a reasonable and logical decision. Just remember that there's a perceived value of the microphone based on cost and branding, and then there's the value based on actual utilitarian quality. Does it actually matter? Like when I send this to YouTube, is it going to really matter for the viewers? That's a very important point to take away. So you don't want to screw yourself out of a lot of money if you don't need to spend it. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later. Bye.